All right, joining us now from London, NBC News international correspondent Cal Perry, and here on set, director of the Global Strategy Project, Marco Vicenzino.
Marco, the president was asked on the tarmac earlier sort of what this means with regards to his relationship with Kim Jong-un and looking ahead to the meeting that is going to happen in the coming weeks or so. Let's take a listen to him and his answer, and then we'll talk.
My proudest achievement will be, this is a part of it, but will be when we denuclearize that entire peninsula. I really think he wants to do something. I think he did this because I really think he wants to do something and bring that country into the real world. I really believe that, John, and I think that we're going to have a success. I think this will be a very big success.
You know, as Eamon and I were covering this live earlier, we definitely felt like this was a marked difference in the president that we're used to seeing, and that he seemed sort of more humbled, more careful about the things that he was saying with regards to the meeting and what he could feasibly achieve with Kim Jong-un. Put this all in perspective for us, what we saw overnight, and then looking ahead to the meeting.
This release of these three prisoners marks another step, another concession in a series of unprompted concessions, such as the moratorium on nuclear testing, the moratorium on ballistic testing. So it's trying to build momentum, these confidence-building measures. If the president's trying to take them into consideration as saying, giving them the benefit of the doubt, they're actually doing something and building up to this. On the other hand, there's a skeptical view, and the skeptical view is due based upon history and what's gone on in the past 7 decades. Basically to the point of the ideas that the North Koreans are doing this simply to buy time, basically extract concessions in terms of sanctions relief, and basically they're going to be developing their weapons program secretly. That's the skeptical view. The road to denuclearization is a long one, full of twists and turns, potentially dead ends. But if it pays off, it'll be historical. If it doesn't, it resumes a policy of maximum pressure, and then from there, things can escalate again.
What has to change this time for this to be different than what you said the past 70 years of a repetitive cycle? Americans being kidnapped, we negotiate their release, we reach an agreement. It's happened with Clinton, it's happened with others. Why and how will this time, if at all, be different?
A grand bargain whereby the denuclearization, as the president mentioned, real denuclearization, verified, and then on the other hand is that they sign the peace treaty, and then there's full normalization of relationships. Now, this is different because in the sense that if China, there's other players involved. Technically, this is bilateral. It'll be a bilateral summit, but fundamentally, it's actually a multilateral effort. It involves China, it involves Japan, South Korea, and to a less visible extent, Russia. But this time around, there's also been 2 meetings between the leader of North Korea, Kim, and President Xi of China, which had not taken place before, and this is less than 2 months. So this seems to be a serious outreach by Kim, even to the Chinese, and I don't think he wants to look bad with the Chinese, because after all, his existence depends upon China.
Here on set, Marco Vicenzino. Great to have both of you. We're going to talk to you in a little bit. Now.